Good evening, welcome back. Today we are doing another one of my restaurant reviews. I haven't done one of these in ages, and in today's episode we are reviewing Daai Plekkie in Weskus. So a couple of weeks ago we went there for my mom's 75th birthday, and that was my first time at that venue. And as per the format that we created in the previous episode when we did this, when I reviewed Gaitjie restaurant, the first area that we are rating is the venue or the setting of the restaurant. So as you can see in this little clip, it's got a beautiful drive towards the restaurant, and you drive around a little bay, and then at the end of the bay the restaurant is situated there on the beach, and it's surrounded by the water on the one side and rocks on the other side. For the venue setting, I give them a 3 out of 3. It is absolutely beautiful, especially if you sit outside on the stoop. They've got an under roof stoop area, and then they also have an open roof stoop area. The next area that we rate on is the staff, so the front of house staff, how they handle bookings or walk-ins, and how they treat their customers, and if they accept walk-ins. I cannot speak to the fact of on walk-ins because my brother-in-law made a reservation for us. We were quite a big part, and they did not get anything wrong. We could take our own champagne. We had to pay corkage, and they were very welcoming and accommodating with making the arrangements for my mom's birthday. So with regards to bookings and how they handled that, I rate them a 2 out of 3. If you like this type of content, restaurant reviews, please consider subscribing. This is one of the series that I'm doing on my channel. So I love going to places, trying places for you and rating them, reviewing them, telling you what I think of them and if they are worth going to. So if that's your cup of tea, please consider subscribing to my channel. If you are new here, I am Franzman-Botha, and I do lifestyle content on my channel. So what I mean by that, sometimes it would be house content, sometimes it would be travel content, sometimes it will be a little bit of beauty content, and then I also do some fashion content. One of my viewers commented the other day that they quite like it when I do travel videos, and that the fashion content just goes totally up over above his head. So if you've got a preference of the type of content that you want to see from me, please comment down below and I'll see what I can do for you. Then with regards to the menu, they have quite a varied menu. There's chicken, steak, seafood options. They've got pizza, so they cater to everyone's whims and tastes. I had a steak with chips. I think my daughter had a hamburger. If I'm not mistaken, my boy had chicken strips and chips. And then they also have pizzas on the menu. So the menu options are quite varied, and I think there's something for everyone. And then the rating for the menu, I give that a 2 out of 3 because it was so varied. With regard to free from options, like I mentioned, they do have pizzas, but they do not have free from pizzas. So what I mean by that is they do not have gluten-free or wheat-free pizzas, but that's to be expected. I mean, we're in the West Coast, we must be, and the chances of a place having wheat-free pizzas on the menu, it's very slim. I'm just mentioning it, putting it out there. So they do not have free from options, but obviously if you've been living this way for a long time, then you know what is safe for you and your body. So my sister, she spoke to them with regards to the free from options because she's quite sensitive. Unlike me, I'm not as sensitive. She's actually allergic to wheat, so even spices can affect her and affect her very badly, where her throat swells up and she stops breathing. So they were very accommodating around that, and they were willing to check everything that they made. They were willing to check for her. So for that, I give them a 2 out of 3 because they did try. And then let's rate the staff that waited on us. They were very friendly, they were very efficient, they weren't overbearing, they came at exactly the right times. And when we told them that it was my mom's birthday, they gave her a little something extra, and they actually bought all of the ladies at the table shooters. So that was quite a nice touch. The wait staff, because of all of their attentiveness and not being too much, I give them a 2 out of 3. Then with regards to the food, I can't fault anything. There was nothing wrong with the orders, or they didn't make any mistakes, but I just feel it's like the normal type of thing that you can get at Spur. Like I mentioned, I had a steak, and it might as well have been a steak from Spur. And yes, so there's nothing wrong with it, but it's not over the top like wow, I cannot wait to go back. With regards to the food, I give it a 1.5. Then the wine menu, they've got quite a big selection on their wine menu. So they've got wines, and then they also have cocktails, and they have shooters, and it's nice and varied. There's something to everyone's taste. They even have mocktails, and the prices are not too bad on the cocktails. And what I had, I cannot remember what exactly I had, but it was delicious. I'll show you a little pic of what I had. And then I also tasted my brother's. I think he had a Long Island iced tea. I tasted that, and that was also not bad. So for the cocktails, because of the varied menu, all of the options that they have, and the fact that they've got a couple of shooters, or that the fact that they have shooters and all of the different wines on there, I give them a 3 out of 3 for their cocktail menu offering. With regards to the costs, I give them a 2 out of 3. I would price them, or their prices to me seemed comparable to Spur's prices for the steaks. So that is not bad at all. It was, the steak that I had was under the 200 mark, so that was a steak with chips. And all of the other options, I've showed you the menu, and I'll just put it on screen again here. You'll see that it's quite reasonably priced. So for cost, I give them 2.5 out of 3. All in all, I was quite impressed with that plekkie in Weskus. The venue setting, it's beautiful. The staff, they are friendly. The menu is varied. There are many options on the menu. The cocktails, delicious. Lots of options once again. So for me, Daai Plekkie in Weskus, it's a must visit. You won't make a mistake going there, and I'm sure that you'll find something on the menu that you love. Oh, and I'll put the score, I'll put around somewhere on the screen for you. I'll put the total of the scores on the screen somewhere for you. And then I hope you go give them a visit and tell me what you think. Have you been there? What did you think of the service, the food, the drinks, the setting? Comment down below. See you again next time. Bye bye.